So there, Cynthia. So you started this business down here in
Yes.
McKeesport, but where did you start and how hard did you work? Where did you start at?
God, I started in Clairton. I was an apprentice in Clairton at Rogers Classic Cuts.
What year was that?
2015 to 2018.
Okay. And what was your next move after that?
After Clairton, I was an apprentice and I got licensed
Okay.
in Clairton, and then I went to the South Side at here on Bedford Square.
Here on Bedford Square. There was no place to fucking park down there. I know that.
Yeah, park.
So I was always, like when I first met you, I think I was late that day. I was referred to you because I couldn't find a place to park and then I had
Yeah.
no damn quarters.
The parking sucked. I got a parking ticket every day. But it was an upgrade for me. That's when I started getting into textures of hair that I never got when I was in Clairton. And that's the upgrade to my career that I wanted.
So basically you learned something new every time you moved. You learned something new.
Absolutely.
You met more people.
Oh, met more people. I was cutting Steeler coaches, everybody.
Okay. So it was a nice location.
Absolutely. It was exclusive.
Okay.
It was an exclusive location. The parking sucked. But then COVID hit.
So when COVID hit, obviously a lot of people got shot down.
Mm-hmm.
I
I was
remember.
there from July 5th of 2018 to March 18th of 2020. That's the day that I left because of COVID.
Okay. Because I remember coming into the shop. There's a lot of people in there. There was different stylists. There were people styling in the back. I'll never forget the day. Do you remember that day that kid threw my phone, my one phone?
Oh,
and I thought you were
yeah.
gonna lose your shit. You're like, you're gonna come back, right? I'm like, it's my spare phone. It's fine. But lots of good times, lots of fun in that shop because that's where I first met you.
Right.
And then COVID hit, and then what was your next step after
I
that?
had to quarantine with my family, and then they extended the quarantine. But the barber in me was like, I have to at least service my regular clients. So I went back to the South Side. I grabbed some of my tools, and my wife and I built a barbershop in the sunroom of our home. I bought a professional barber chair, cabinets, tables, hot towel warmer. I had everything that I needed with the exception of a sink.
We
I
talked
had
about
everything
that.
I needed. And I cut out of my home from May 1st of 2020 until I was here, May 1st of 2021.
So when I come to your house, and you know that, because I'm good to my people that are good to me.
Yep.
And I remember coming to your house, and I rang the doorbell. You're like, "Come on in," and you told me, "Just don't ring the doorbell. It's your appointment. Come on in."
Absolutely.
And I think I probably got you like at least one or two more clients at the time who were coming to your house. They come to and they came to you from Jefferson Hills, from all the way out in Cheswick,
Yep.
wherever. I don't even know where the other person was from. The people came to you because they see the results. They see your social media.
Absolutely.
And I remember sitting in that chair and you used to tell me your ideas. You're like, "Nick, I want my own shop." And we sat there. We talked about small business loans, SBA. We talked
was gonna
about
do it.
investors.
I
And
was nervous as hell. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know up from down.
No, and we kind of kicked around, laid out some plans, laid out some ideas.
Absolutely.
So then you had told me you had found a spot. And you had a deadline to open. You were getting your products.
Actually, this spot was my friend's spot.
Okay.
It was supposed to be the location for his third shop,
Okay.
but he had me in mind because he knew that I wanted my first shop, and he knew that I could do something with this space better than he could.
Okay.
So he actually brought me here to see this space.
Because he saw your potential. So like,
He's been following me since Clairton.
Okay.
He said, I've seen your upgrade from being an apprentice to a licensed barber to a licensed barber manager. I've seen your growth. He
So-
said, I've been following you for 5 years.
so you proved yourself to people, to your clients. You proved
Absolutely.
yourself to him, and then he posed you with an opportunity.
Yes.
And then, so people say that, they don't have an opportunity, but you earned an opportunity to get to what you have now.
Absolutely.
Because like I said, we were sitting in the spare room of your home, which you converted to a beautiful shop with a big ass TV and good music and good products. And
Absolutely.
your stuff was laid out, organized, detailed, because that's what you do. You
Absolutely.
take pride in your work.
Yeah.
So what would you say to the people that want to get started?
You can't wait for an opportunity to fall in your lap. you have to make the plan. You have to put your idea on paper and put your paper to, I guess you would say, walk the beat on the street. You
Okay.
have to talk to people.
It's your
You
network.
have to use the people that are in your face as clients as networking. You have to talk to people, because if you don't talk to your client, you might never know that the guy you cut every week owns his own business. Because
Right.
you don't talk to him.
You got to communicate with people. You,
have
got
to
talk.
communicate with your clients and people that you're around. So then you find out, oh, you own your own business. How did you get started?
Right, like you and I talking.
Exactly.
You talk to me.
Exactly.
We talk.
I asked you questions every time you came to the house because I knew what you did.
Okay.
And I knew where I wanted to be. Even though you're in real estate and I'm a barber, it's still starting the business is the same concept across the board.
It's the same principle. It's
Absolutely.
application, dedication, and working 14 hours.
Absolutely. And you have to be willing to do the legwork. You cannot expect people to just give you something. To just hand it down to you like, listen, this is yours. You have to make it happen.
Oh, so like your great aunt didn't give you the shop?
Absolutely.
Hell
not.
no, you earned it, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And people come here from all those different areas to get their
I got
their
people
haircut,
coming
their
here
beard.
from Erie.
Mhm.
I have people coming. I've had a client come here from Maryland. You know what I mean? People hear about what's good. You know what I mean? And you have to make it good with your customer experience. I don't care what kind of business you have. If it's a convenience store, a real estate business, a barber shop, whatever, your customer experience has to start when they walk in that door.
And a lot of people don't realize the history of this town where you decided to take the opportunity with this
Right.
shop. There's a lot of history. They filmed movies out on that
Oh,
street.
absolutely.
They filmed one of the popular detective story called Mindhunters.
Mm-hmm.
There's photos that I found that I promise you I'm going to get framed, and I will, that have this shop in the background. So there's history here in
Absolutely.
McKeesport.
Absolutely.
And it's so funny because, and I always sell people I believe in. I sell my friends, whatever business I can help cross promote, I do. And people, and I'm like, I'm going to the barber, and everybody looks at me like, you bald ass, you're going to the barber? I go, I have hair on my face that needs to be tended to.
Absolutely.
And she shaves my head. And it feels
Absolutely.
good when I leave. I could go anywhere for that, but I come here because you do a great job, and I like the atmosphere, and I like you.
Absolutely.
And I do business with people I like, and that's what we need other people to do. Be motivated.
Oh, yeah.
And
Listen,
yeah,
you can't depend on other people. You can't.
you can depend on you.
You have to depend on you, and you have to get shit done by yourself sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes when you're on a path to business ownership, the problems and the people that ain't gonna follow you are gonna fall off by the wayside as you keep climbing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna happen.
You lose some to make some, whether it's money,
Absolutely.
whether it's people, whether it's
Absolutely.
anything.
Oh, I've had people who were very, very supportive of me opening my own shop and having my own business.
I was the number one cheerleader for you.
But some of those people haven't even stepped foot in my shop yet. And unfortunately, when you become a business owner, you start to realize who is for you and who is against you.
Or who was jealous of you, but that's okay.
Exactly.
Haters gonna hate, and we keep going on.
Absolutely.
And,
Absolutely.
One of the things that I had got from like following people on Instagram and all that, they're like, if you look backwards and you turn your head long enough, your neck is going to start to hurt. So I say, you can talk about where you came from because you have to appreciate what you did, how you got there, and how you fell on your face. But if you keep looking back, your neck's going to hurt and you can't look forward.
Absolutely. I agree.
But I mean, there's times that I'm sure you've been here on your 14th hour, like I'm tired, but you set all this shop up. You know, your family, your wife, your friends, your kids. It's a lot of work. People come in here and they don't see that. They just see the mirrors and they walk into these huge franchises and there's a crew of 10 people that come in and set these places up.
Mm-hmm.
You guys set this up. You set it up. Was it hard work?
I mean, that's not even the word for it.
But it's
It was-
yours.
It is mine. I appreciate every flooring panel that was laid. I can appreciate the border around my wall. I can appreciate the fact that I had a dumbass reception desk and now I have a professional reception desk. When you upgrade your stuff that you own, stuff that you put together, it makes you feel better. but nobody sees the work behind it. They're not supposed to see it, to be honest with you. Now, everybody saw the transformation of this space, but nobody saw us here at 12 o'clock at night.
No, till 1 a.m.
Nobody saw us doing that. But when they see it, they see how the shop is now. Obviously, it took a lot of work to
Took a lot
do
of
the
work.
shop, but
I remember
can
the planning part. I
appreciate
remember
every stage of it.
I remember getting cut again at your house, and you're like, I had to order this, I have to order that. I'm picking out the flooring, I'm picking out the trim. I already picked out my paint colors.
Yeah.
This is my grand opening. Like, I saw it. I was, coming in every week, every 2 weeks.
And I was overwhelmed.
You had, and you
I
were,
was still scared shitless.
but and some people think it's easy, and it's not.
No, not
But
at all.
you build a brand. You build your brand when you started where you were.
Mm-hmm.
Hard times tried to shut everything down. You had to continue to build your brand to feed your family.
Absolutely, and I had
Take
to
care
step
of
out
things.
on faith.
Mm-hmm.
I had to step out on faith. Sometimes a lot of people have ideas up here, but it never comes to fruition because of fear.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. Okay, well, I've had this 9 to 5 for 15 years now, but this is what I really want to do. But I don't know if I should leave my 9 to 5 and my guaranteed salary and my guaranteed health benefits to do what I want to do. Not a lot of people are built to make that move.
No, it's not for everybody.
No, it's
It is
not.
not for everybody.
Absolutely not.
I was that same person. I worked 6 to 5. I made hourly. I had benefits. I had vacation, but I wanted to build my dream, not someone else's. And it's okay to build someone else's dream. There's a place for everybody, but then there's a place for people like you and I that want to succeed. We want to do the extra, provide good service, make extra money to volunteer, donate, give to charity, do some things,
Right.
because good things will happen to good people. Sometimes, like we talked about earlier today, good things or bad things happen to good people.
Right.
And if we sit around with that woe it's me attitude about bad things that happen, like I talked about earlier, you will get eaten and swallowed up by everything around you. We take it as a learning experience and you move forward. You took the COVID shutdown is a hell of a good reason to build one kick-ass shop. And that's what I'm sitting in right now.
Absolutely.
And I
There was
respect-
about 10 different times I wanted to walk away because of issues that came up and stuff like that. But when you want something, you make it work. Period.
Because that's all you see. You see what you want. You see
I
your
had
goal.
tunnel vision.
That's it.
I had tunnel vision.
Every successful person needs that, has to have it. People want to walk in, they think they're going to, whether it's graduate real estate school or barber school or anything, graduate college with a doctorate. What are you going to do with it?
Exactly.
Unless you apply it. And that's your only focus.
And here's the thing. I went to school. I have 2 degrees in accounting, which is another thing that helped me with with managing my own business, is having 2 degrees in accounting. But I gave up my accounting jobs because I wanted to be a barber.
So you're chasing your passion, not money.
Right.
This is your passion.
Absolutely.
And when people chase their passion, then the money starts to come. The whole world, not the whole world, but a lot of people that are trying to start out to be successful, they lose focus of their passion and they look saying, how much money can I make? How fast can I make it? They always say Rome wasn't built in a day. A barbershop wasn't built in a day. Other businesses weren't built in a day. Things can take off in certain times and grow successfully quickly. But the work that goes into it, like you said, not everybody knows about or sees. But you have to have the determination, the attitude, and the drive to get done and go beyond what you needed to do to get things open. And that's what you did.
Yeah.
And you stepped way out of your comfort zone. You took a risk. There's
did.
no reward without risk. And everybody thinks that I can go straight to the top. Well, guess what? You need to fall flat on your face to get there. I know
Break a
I've fallen
couple
on my
teeth,
face.
Break a couple bones, but you always get up. Absolutely.
And now we're sitting in this kick-ass shop.
And you figure, when I started in Clareton, I was doing $16 haircuts.
Okay.
$16 haircuts.
And you got better.
I got
perfected
that.
your craft?
Listen, I messed people up. I messed people up. I learned from it. I took constructive and mean criticism. You know what I mean? I am a woman. Most guys don't think a woman could cut their hair, much less their beard. So I had to prove myself along the way. And I got better and better, and I'm watching videos, and I'm talking to people, and I'm watching videos and talking to more people. So I went from $16 haircuts to 20, to 25, to 30, to $35 a cut. And that's based on my experience and my skill from starting as an apprentice to now being a licensed barber manager. But that wasn't overnight.
No, it took, again, when you first started, it's a process.
Absolutely, it was a process. So now, yeah, I have clients, you know, I've never had a woman cut me, but I've been following you for the last 5 years. And you're always booked now. And this was my opportunity to get in your schedule. They come in with one thought in mind about what they want, and they leave a completely different person. Completely converted, like, this is my barber.
Mm-hmm.
This is exactly where I'm coming. And that's exactly how I want everybody to feel when they walk out that door.
You're my barber, I ain't got no damn hair. You gotta barber my face.
I'm a lot of bald people's barbers.
See? Exactly. And I saw that and I'm like, these guys are getting their bald fades on their beard.
Mm-hmm.
Looks good. That's what I need. I was referred into a friend and I'm happy. Because I come here and I get great service. It's so nice because you use the Southseat app. I can book.
Yep.
I book it online. I can import it into my schedule. I might get here 5 minutes late, but I try to get here early now. I got here before the doors open. But it's nice to see, and I just wanted to get your story out there because I think it's important that people know where you started. Because people have no idea where Cynthia started. So that's why I wanted to get you on here. I put you on the spot. So you've been on the spot for 16 minutes and 44 seconds. So guys,
Has it been that long?
it has. See, I make it easy.
Oh my.
See that?
Good interviewer.
See? I got another calling in life. But I got the face for radio, though. But then again, you make it look better with my beard.
I do.
The one time when you did my beard, I went to a wedding, and more people. I was getting more compliments on my beard than like some people on like dresses, and I'm like, people pulling me aside like, "Where'd you get your beard?" And I was like, "I'll share the Southseat app with you after we're done." I'm like,
You look better than a groom.
I was like, now's not the time to talk about this. But yeah, guys, you can find Cynthia down here. Give everybody the shop address. Tell you where you're located. Tell them how to download this. Just tell them where to find the app.
Oh my. I'm all over social media: Facebook, Instagram, Sin City Cuts.
I'm gonna tag you in the video.
Barber Lounge, Sin City Cuts Barber Lounge at 334 Fifth Avenue in McKeesport. You can book online. You can download the app, but you don't have to book an appointment. You can just go to www.styleseat.com/Sin City Cuts, or you can go directly to my website, sincitycuts.com, and click on Book Now.
Okay, so once I post this, we'll put some of those in the comments.
Yep.
And I'm going to pan over here and show the business card. She got this sweet brand new
Yes,
desk
sir.
reception area here. But this is the information you want to look for, and this is the place you want to go right here. All right? All right, guys, thanks for watching. Cynthia and I appreciate it. Have a good day.